Good morning, guys. Today is a new day, and I've got so much canning to do, it is insane. So I decided to bring it outside. So I'm on the porch. See, I put myself a little workbench together. I just pulled it out of the back of the shed, piped it all down, put the hot plate on it. I got these suckers on high. It's about taking my breath away, the heat of it. Such a dry heat coming off of it. Anyway, I'm getting them on there. I'm going to see which one gets the hottest, and that's the burner I'm going to use. I have 4 jars there. I'm going to make a little raspberry syrup. Try to clean out everything out of that freezer. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to make a little pancake or waffle syrup. So I doubt very seriously that I'll get 4 jars of that, but I am going to go ahead and sanitize them. I've sanitized them once already, and then I put the lids on them, but I'm going to boil them anyway, boil them again. So that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to start on the raspberry syrup. I'm also, like I said, going to do several other things, but there'll be another videos probably. So we're just going to get this stuff done, you know. I set out all this meat, and it's all thawing out here. And I probably have 3 times that much in this freezer again. And then I think I've got about, probably 100 pounds of chicken in there to do. And I've probably got 20 pounds of brats. So I've got all that to do this week before the weekend if I can get it done. I let my sister borrow my other canner, so she's got things to do too. Oh, I've got roasts too. I need to get some roasts in there. Trying to think of all the things I have. I have 2 huge pork roasts to do. I have a smaller pork roast to do. I have 1 beef roast to do. I think I have a turkey and maybe 1 ham. So I have all that I have to do, and I am still doing eggs. So these are things I am like, that freezer I want to be emptied by the end of next week. So I'm going to be canning. I'll be so sick of canning by the time next week rolls around, and it's so hot on top of it. So anyway, that's why I had to bring it out of the house. Our house is so little that if you can in there or you do anything when it's hot, the whole place is hot in no time flat. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to keep the house as a refuge. The air conditioner's going, and when it's too hot for me out here, I'm going to go in there and get a break. So got my chair sitting here so I can keep an eye on the canner while it's going, and just trying to get our stuff done today. I went and checked on the garden, and my purple tomatillos are really doing great. Everything looks awesome. I did buy some, I'll show you, hold on. I bought some of the Irish Spring for that wascally wabbit out there in that garden. It's not a rabbit, but a mole. I'm going to put this everywhere, and then I'm going to dig a couple holes and throw it down in there. And then I am also going to put some peppermint oil around the garden and see how that works. I heard that's supposed to work really well, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get busy here, and we'll get back to it in a few minutes. We keep the Christmas lights around the door, that way we know the freezer is working. That way the power hasn't gone out, or we didn't trip a fuse or anything. That lets us know that, in fact, everything's still plugged in, the electric is still on, and it still works. That's why we just leave them around the door all the time, in case you're wondering. It's not that we're lazy and didn't take them down. It's just our little sign that when we come in from being out wherever at the end of the day, or come outside at all, that we know, hey, the freezer's still on and working. Everything's cool. So that's our little alarm for the freezer. If those lights aren't on, we're tackling that problem right now. So anyway, hopefully by the end of this next week, the freezer will be empty. So let's pray for that. I also pulled out a zucchini bread, and it's got chocolate chips in it. So I think that'll be a nice dessert for supper tonight. So we're gonna have some steak on the grill and sweet potatoes, and we'll have a little bit of this, and that'll be good. All right, I have all the water going over here, and then I have about 3 cups of berries here, and I'm just gonna cook them down so they kind of break up a lot, because I'm leaving all of the fruit in this syrup. That's the way I like it. That's the way I'm leaving it. So I am going to add almost 4 cups of sugar to this. So I'm going to cook it down for a little bit, let it break up a little bit, and then I will go ahead and add my sugar, and we'll be back then. Coming to a boil, but it's coming to a boil slowly. It's pretty warm though. I'm going to go ahead and put my sugar in, and Then we'll go from there. All right, I don't know if you can see very good, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the sugar in. Get it melted up. And just a little bit more. There we go. That's all of it. Okay. We'll put some vanilla in it. About a teaspoon and a half of vanilla. My husband loves vanilla. So I'm gonna get that in there and mix it up. And when it gets back to a boil again, then I guess we'll be ready to do what we gotta do. So we'll keep stirring and we'll be back when that's ready. Well, I can tell you right now that the jams and the jellies are all that I'm gonna do out here. I'm not sure this thing gets hot enough to ever get a pressure canner up high enough that where it needs to be. So I guess I'm gonna be canning this afternoon in the house. So, or maybe not. I may just put these, they're almost all thawed out, the sausages up there, right there, they're almost thawed out. So probably what I'm gonna do is just put them in the fridge and do them bright and early in the morning. I'll get up again like at 4 and I'll get those processing, and then I could probably get 2 batches in the early morning there, and then the house can cool off, and then I'll do probably another batch in the evening. It's probably what I'm gonna have to do because I'm not a girl that can take this heat, and I certainly don't want it in my house in the middle of the day when it's supposed to be like in the 90s. I'm not doing that. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. So I will prepare all my fruit today and get my jams done. But after that, it'll be this evening before I start on the good old sausage. But that's all right. You have to roll with it and do what you can do when you can do. All right, guys, I'll be back when this is boiling. Okay, guys, perfect timing. This is boiling. It's been boiling about almost a minute, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it in the jars, which is a good thing because my neighbor has started to mow. So that's the way it always goes, isn't it? I don't think I'm gonna get 4 out of this for sure, maybe 3, but probably 2 full ones and a little bit in the third one, which we can put in the fridge and use. So we'll see how this goes. I don't think this burner is strong enough to do very much more than this, to tell you the truth, which is a good thing. I tested it out doing this because now I know. So I will get out my propane burner next, or a butane one, whichever. But anyway, good to know. So I'm going to get this bottled up in a few minutes here. I think it needs to be boiling a little stronger than this, and then we'll see how much we got. And then I'm going to have to take this in the house and clean it. And I think I'm going to do the rest of my canning in the house, and I guess I'm just going to have to suck it up and get hot in there because I got to get this stuff done. So, all right, we'll be back when I get starting to pour it. All right, see how this goes. Neighbor's getting closer by the minute, so maybe we can get this full. You guys, just barely. I'm gonna scrape as much as I can in there. Oh my gosh. All right, I'll take this in the house real fast. Clean off the top. Okay, put the lid on, and I already have the other one in the water bath. So I'm gonna take this in there real quick and get it in there too. All right, so I just got 2 jars. Woo! I'm gonna have to put a little bit more water in there. I'm gonna keep pouring this water in there. It's the hottest water I can get from the faucet. All right, this is my 3rd cup. I'm just gonna take it over them about an inch. Yep, that's where I'm gonna leave it. It'll be back up to a boil in no time flat. All right, those are 2 16-ounce bottles, in case you're wondering. 10 minutes, that's when we start our time once it's rolling again. So I sit down to take a break, and I couldn't figure out why is it that my arm keeps getting sticky. I keep washing it and it just keeps getting sticky. Well, figured it out. Here we go. There we go. Somehow I got it on me. Never fails. I am always a messer. Always. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break real quick. I'm waiting on that water to boil. Got to get this dress cleaned off, so it's just too hot for real clothes. So one of those light little handkerchief type summer dresses is where it's at. All right, we'll be back when they're done, guys. By the way, I just wanted to say that recipe was for 6.5 cups of fruit and 6 3/4 cups of sugar. I left the fruit in because that's the way I like it. It says to go ahead and take the fruit out once you get the fruit cooked down. Then you can strain it so that you just have the juice, and then use the juice with the sugar, bring that to a boil for 1 full minute, and then put it in jars, and then process that water bathing for 10 minutes. So that's the recipe. I had to cut mine down because I didn't have that much fruit. Had about 12 ounces in the package from the store, and then I probably had another 1.5 cups from just left over from another recipe that was in the freezer, so I just kind of threw those together. So it worked out. I don't really mind. I always cipher the recipes out to make them fit what I have available, so works for me. I've been painting, if you can't tell. I've been a busy girl. Had to repaint all the lawn furniture because it was looking really shabby. So I did that, and I couldn't get that off of me, but I'll work on it again today. But that stuff should be done in a couple minutes here, and I'll let you see it when it's finished. Hey, we're back, and it looks like it's at a rolling boil. I'll show you. Here we go. Let that go for 10 minutes. And that's done. I'll pull them out. I think with my 2 extra jars, I'm going to go ahead and probably make some chocolate syrup again, because my husband loved it, and I gave a jar to my girls, and needless to say, everyone loved it. And we are down to 1/2 of a jar, so I'm going to make some more. Okay, guys, I am getting these boogers out of here. I talked to my sister on the phone, and she said I was a dork, that I'm the only person that's probably canning this stuff when it's hot out. I'm like, no, I'm not. I am not the only person. And even if I am, oh well, at least I'm miles ahead. All right, so that's it. Looks like I got foam in that one, but that's okay. I don't even mind. And they kind of went down. Wow. Huh. They were a lot higher at the top, but okay, well, I hope they're all right and they didn't turn to jam. We'll see. My water's still boiling, so I guess I'm going to start making jam. We'll get busy on those plums I have. I also forgot to put the vinegar in, so looks like I didn't can for a couple weeks and totally forgot how to do it. I don't know. Anyway, forgetting all my practices. All right, well, hopefully this turned out well. We'll see when they cool off. I'll know whether they totally made jam in there or they went ahead and stayed in the syrup consistency. I did only boil them for 1 minute, which is what the directions said, so we'll see how that goes. They did go ahead and turn into syrup. They, you can see, they go to the top there. They're doing fine, so everything did work out. Great! All right. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I've never made syrups before, so it's just kind of a shot in the dark. I've been trying to use up everything that's in the freezer. I'm trying to totally empty that freezer, so if we have a blackout here, I'll have to worry about it. So everything in that freezer will get canned within the next 2 weeks here. I am going to be busting butt trying to get it done. Like I said, I'm not going to lose my meat, so there's that. But I did want to kind of make a couple syrups to put on the shelf. Just like a couple bottles of different kinds. You know, I would like to make an apple cinnamon one, the blackberry one, a blueberry one, a strawberry one, the raspberry one, and maybe a lemon basil one. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking lemon basil kind of sounded good. So anyway, just trying to get a bunch of things done. I do want to make some more soups too. I have some stuff to make soup, and I need to get that done. I have a bunch of brats to do. I have chicken to do, sausage and hamburger. So, and I really don't know what else is in there. Oh, I got some roasts to do, and like I said, a ham and I think a turkey. But other than that, I don't really know what's down in there. But I do know that whatever is in there, if it's at all possible that I can can it, I'm going to in some way or another. So I hope you're getting ready too, and I hope you're taking care of your stuff and getting prepared so that if you have a blackout, you're not going to lose a bunch of your food either, because that's just a shame. The food is way too expensive right now. Gas is too expensive right now. That paycheck does not go as far as it used to go at all. So it's kind of heartbreaking, some of these people that are losing some of their food. So you need to do what you can do. Help each other out. I mean, I gave my sister my other canner, and she's doing her thing, and I'm working with this, just the one, and I'm not used to that. I'm a little spoiled, I admit it. But anyway, at least we both are getting our stuff done, and that's the important thing. So that's a plus. You guys take care and get those cupboards full. Fill them, whatever you fill them with. Spaghetti sauce, macaroni and cheese, whatever. Get it full. You take care now. We'll see you later. Bye.